chariot here, one.
It says the Lord is among them as in Sinai in the holy place.
Alright, so back in our precept it's and I beheld, and lo, that man walked strong with the thousands of heaven. And when he turned his countenance to look, all the things trembled that were seen under him.
So the military across the world are basically tremble when you see the Lord, the house you see me burst, you see the sky come true. The holy arm in them across the world, I'm going to tremble when you see the Lord, the house come. You see me? See me through the clouds, yo. Go on.
Verse 4. And whensoever the voice went out of his mouth, they all they burned that heard his voice.
But say all they burn that heard his voice. You see me, the chariot, leaves away fire from the chariot. You see me, going to burn up. You see me, a lot of them fighter jets. You see me, a lot of people basically in America, because people say what the slain a lot of be many. So like, even the chariots are going to destroy a lot of people. You see me? Go on.
Alright. And all they that heard his voice, all they burned that heard his voice, like as the earth faileth when it feeleth the fire. And after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men.
Third verse why you see me, you see me, all the nation are basically a fight. All the nation are fight against one another. You see me? And in the midst, of basically, they fight against one another. The Lord Yahweh shall come in. You see me? So they must stop fight against each other. You see me? And come together. You see me? Basically fight against Yahweh and the angels them. Give me
like in the movie Independence Day.
Kind of like the movie Independence Day. Give me sit there, brother. Revelation 19 and 19.
Yeah. It's Revelation 19 verse 19. Verse 19. And I saw the beast. And I saw the beast.
And the beast and nature, go on.
And the kings of the earth.
And all the armies them across the world. You see me, go on? Through the four corners of the earth, go on.
And their armies gathered together to make war against him that sat on the horse.
Gone. That's Yahweh.
And against his army.
Gone. So all them army across the world are come together. You see me fight against Yahweh. You see me? So this is what the scripture said. Now it's just well.
So it's, and after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men out of the number of the four winds of the heavens to subdue the man that came out of the sea.
Go on, so they fight against Yahweh. Go on.
Alright. Verse 6, I beheld, and lo, he had graved himself a great mountain, and flew upon it.
Because to the ship, the Yahweh coming, the chariot Yahweh coming, Yahweh come back in. You see me, basically one of the biggest ships. They look like a mountain. You see me, to Jesus. You see me? Go on.
Alright, and flew upon it. Verse 7. But I would have seen the region or place whereout the hill was graven, and I could not.
And
after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were sore afraid.
So all the armies them were prepared for basically fight against Yahweh. All the fighter jets them across the world just afraid. You see, they were afraid to fight against Yahweh.
I'm just bring out an interjection here. So Revelation 1 and 7, it says, behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him.
Behold, he cometh with clouds, you see me, and every eye shall see him. Talking about your house eyes. You see me coming with the basically chariots. You see me, the thousands and thousands of chariots, yo. You see me, go on.
That's why I say, the scripture that Ezra described it as a great mountain. So it shows that all eyes are going to see him.
But it will be a spectacle.
When
you see the atmosphere, you know, this big thing. You know,
block out the sky. That's why you refer to it as a mountain, because you can't see one end. You can't see one end. You see me? To a chariot big, yo. You see it, go on?
It says, behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him.
Every eye shall see Yahweh, go on.
And they also which pierce him.
And if the man will pierce Yahweh 2,000 years ago, you see, them go see Yahweh because they're back here today. You see, because reincarnation, you see me in the scriptures, yo. You see me? People say that the thing that had been is that which shall be. And there is no new thing under the sun. You see me? Same generation within the time of Yahweh, the same generation back here today. You see me? So the man will pierce Yahweh them back here today, yo, for basically face some judgment. You see it, go on?
And all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him.
Gone.
Even so, amen.
Gone.
Alright, so 2 Ezra 13, back in verse 8 say, after this I beheld, and lo, all they which gathered together to subdue him were sore afraid,
Gone.
and yet just fight.
Gone, because the Lord Yahweh basically put the spirit upon them. You see me, them army, them soldiers. You see me, fight against Yahweh Shai, and them basically fight a jet. You see me, say Lord Yahweh can basically get a good, you see me, a good movie.
Right.
You see, just like how Esau have a movie. You see me, you know, in the Esau movie, have a big event before we finish. Well, it's a big event for the Yahweh movie because it's a Lord movie.
Right.
You see me?
And can't tell you, I said too, that's why the most I bring him up in such great power.
Can.
You know what I mean? Such equipment.
Give him some such knowledge.
You see me? So you can fight against him, make it play feel not really even, but build him up to a level where, you know, him think him can
destroy the man who created him.
That's why Scripture says pride of the heart and deceive thee.
Gone.
But and verse 9 says, and lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he neither lift up his hand, nor held sword, nor any instrument of war. But only I saw that he sent out of his mouth as if it had been a blast of fire.
That are basically laser with chariots of fire.
Gone.
You see me? So the Lord command the angel of fire. You see me? Fire and basically laser. You see me? And all the armies, you see me? All the military them across the world. You see me? They get burned by a laser. You see me? Powerful laser beams, you see? Go on.
Right. And out of his lips a flaming breath, and out of his tongue he cast out sparks and tempests.
As tempests, go on.
Gone. Sparks and tempests.
Yeah, go on.
And they were all mixed together,
Gone.
the blast of fire, the flaming breath, and the great tempest, and fell with violence upon the multitude that was prepared to fight.
So the angel will burn up all the fighter jets across the world. They come together to fight against Yahweh Shai. You see me? All of them get burned. You see me? Right. So the scripture says all of them get burned. So Esau will basically feel miserable.
Right.
You see me? Go on.
And burn them up every one that so that upon a sudden of an innumerable multitude, nothing was to be perceived but only dust and the smell of smoke. When I saw this, I was afraid.
So Ezra was basically afraid when he get the vision. They see me have these things to come.
And if you can read, you can picture that, man.
So you know it's not a joke,
so when the prophet has said, man, you know something fearful.
And it's just back here today. See me? We witness it, yo.
It's Isaiah 66 and 15.
Go on.
It says, for behold, the Lord will come with fire and with his chariots like a whirlwind.
So this is how the scripture says, behold, the Lord, the Yahweh Shai, will come. You see me, with his fire, you see me, and with his chariots like a whirlwind. Go on.
To render his anger with fury and his rebuke with flames of fire.
So Lord come with hunger. You see me? Go on.
For by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh.
So this is what the scripture says. Go on.
And the slain of the Lord shall be many.
So this is what the scripture says. The scripture says the slain of the Lord shall be many. So a lot of people get put to death, yo. You see me, by them chariots. You see me? A lot of people get put to death. You see me? Give me Jeremiah, brother. Jeremiah 35 and 33.
Alright, so this is Jeremiah 25 verse 33. And the slain of the Lord shall be at that day.
What?
Right? Shall be at that day from one end of the earth even to the other.
So a lot of people get put to death, yo. You see by them chariots. So what the scripture says, slain of the Lord will be from one end of the earth even unto the other. You see me? The east, the west, the north, the south, yo. You see me?
Right.
So no joke thing, Lord, I come back and laugh in the body. Lord, the house shine, I come back and laugh in the body, yo. You see? What?
Right. Even from one end of the earth unto the other end of the earth, there shall not be They shall not be lamented, neither gathered nor buried. They shall be dung upon the earth.
Come on. You see me? So this is judgment right now. We are approaching this time right now. Shalom, shalom. Yeah, wash my shine. Wash my car. You see me? So we are approaching the time now when the Lord, the Yahweh Shai, you see me, above make him take a return. That's the reason why all them are prepared. You see me, now prepare the military force, space force. You see me, basically fight against the Yahweh Shai. see me, to fulfill these prophecies. You see, because these prophecies have come to pass, all these prophecies have to come to pass. So with that, I say all praises to Yahweh, Barashem, Yahushai, Barashem, Rakakadash, the blind and the apostles and elders of Equipment Stone. Shalom to all our brothers out there push his truth, and to push his truth, because push his soon, we're going to live a wicked society here. Shalom.